Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you update what's going on at the garage. So 1971 Chevy Chevelle SS, we have the motor back in. We have done a ton of work to it. Remember, this motor had a bad camshaft. It came in with one. We didn't know what the problem with the motor was, but we knew the motor had a problem. Until you start digging into them, you cannot foresee some of the problems that are happening inside the motor. We definitely heard some ticking of the rockers. We figured maybe it's just a loose rocker arm, or maybe even just a collapsed lifter, or it could have been something as simple as an exhaust manifold leaking. But once we got into it, once we pulled the valve cover off and we saw the rockers had up and down movements, two of them had up and down movement rather than just side to side movement, we knew that it was either a collapsed lifter or a bad cam. We pulled the intake manifold off, found out that the cam itself was bad. That is why the lifters had the extra movement in them. And if you remember, I showed you the cam, and it is right here. We had this lobe go bad, and you can see the difference. Look at how nice that lobe looks, which it is worn out. This lobe looks a little bit better than any of the others, but again, it's worn out. And we also had this lobe that is completely gone. We have this lifter that has a huge concave dish in it, and then this lifter which has an even bigger one. This lifter was about to cut through. So now we have all of this metal inside the motor. The budget wasn't there to rebuild the motor, so there is no way I can warranty anything on this car. We did go ahead and put a new oil pump in it because we did see a lot of scratches on the inside of the oil pump. We put a new timing chain because the timing chain was very stretched. We put all new lifters, new camshaft, and we did the cam bearings because the cam bearings were also worn out and had scratches, bad scratches. The cylinders had a lot of glaze on them, and that's caused by high miles. This motor had a ton of miles on it. So this is one of those that nobody was expecting this motor to be the way it was. The customer bought the car. The gentleman who sold it to him told him that the motor is fairly new and it doesn't have a ton of miles on it. But once we took it apart, we could tell you this motor had a lot of miles on it. So we fixed everything else. We got all the brakes working. We have all new brake lines. We have all new fuel lines. We have a lot of new stuff that we did to this. There is a lot of work that has gone into this car. But we're at the end because the customer just can't afford to do any more to it, so we're gonna have to put it back together. And I hate doing it this way because usually bad things happen when you put it together without fixing everything. We are hoping that they don't. It is what it is. It is gonna be the way it's gonna be. It's even like we would like to really get a new bracket, all new brackets for the alternator to put it in a better line with the water pump, but we can't. The alternator is actually sitting like this right now. There's another $100 in just brackets, easy $100 in just brackets to put on this, plus the work that goes into changing out brackets and screws and studs. You know, there's a lot of work that goes into these cars, and whoever says that they're easy, don't believe them. They're not easy. They are just as hard as anything else we have to work on. So there you go, guys. I'll bring you underneath the car, show you everything underneath there later. Have fun. Keep you up to date as we go. Okay, bye.